Do you feel exhausted all the time, even after a full night's sleep? You're not alone. Millions of people worldwide struggle with chronic fatigue, and the sad truth is, many of us have come to accept it as a normal part of life. But let me be very clear. Chronic exhaustion is not normal. If you constantly feel drained, it's your body trying to tell you something important. Today, we're going to dig into the real reasons behind chronic fatigue and how you can take back control of your energy. I want to help you feel like yourself again, full of vitality, not barely making it through the day. So, let's talk about what might be draining you and how to change that. Imagine your energy levels as a tank of gas. If you're running on empty all the time, it's probably because you're burning more fuel than you're putting in. But the good news? There are ways to stop the leaks and refill the tank. It's about making changes to sleep, nutrition, and how you manage stress. Small changes that can have a big impact. Let's kick things off by looking at some of the common energy thieves in our daily lives. These are the small, sneaky things that add up until you're left completely wiped out. First off, let's address the environmental factors. For instance, mold in your home or constant exposure to blue light from screens late at night. These aren't just minor annoyances. They can seriously mess with your body's natural systems. Then there's the quality of the food you eat, the stuff you drink, and even the air you breathe. All these small things accumulate, and before you know it, you're living with fatigue. And speaking of fatigue, it's not just physical. Chronic fatigue can feel like someone's put a heavy blanket over your mind, too. Everything feels slower, and it's hard to focus. But understanding what's causing that feeling is the first step to breaking free. Let's start with sleep, the foundation for everything else. Quality sleep is absolutely critical, yet many of us either don't get enough of it, or what we get isn't good enough. It's not just about the number of hours, it's about the depth of sleep too. If you're tossing and turning all night or waking up multiple times, you're not getting the restorative sleep that your body needs. To improve sleep, keep it simple. Make your bedroom a sanctuary, dark, cool, and quiet. Use heavy curtains or a sleep mask to block out light. Turn off those screens at least an hour before bed. Studies have shown that blue light disrupts melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. And of course, stick to a regular sleep schedule. It might not sound groundbreaking, but trust me, consistency can work wonders for your energy levels. Now, let's talk nutrition. Think of your body like a high-performance vehicle. It needs the right fuel. Too often, we're filling up on sugar, processed foods, and things that leave us feeling sluggish. Instead, what we need are whole foods, vegetables, fruits, proteins, and healthy fats. Avoiding sugar doesn't mean cutting out every single treat, but understanding how sugar spikes and crashes affect your energy can help you make better choices. There's a reason why people talk about healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and olive oil. They really are good for your body and your brain. Plus, hydration is key. Drink water, but don't just chug down plain tap water. Add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of a lemon for some natural electrolytes, which help your cells absorb the water better. It's a small habit that makes a big difference. Alright, moving on to stress. We live in a society that glorifies busyness, right? If you're not stressed, it's like you're not trying hard enough. But the truth is, chronic stress is a huge drain on your body. It keeps your nervous system in fight or flight mode. And that burns up your energy reserves faster than anything else. So, how do we manage stress better? The answer is not to eliminate stress completely, because that's unrealistic, but to learn how to bring ourselves back to balance. Practice deep breathing. Seriously, I know you've probably heard that advice 1,000 times, but taking a few deep breaths, slowing your heart rate, and resetting your nervous system can be incredibly powerful. Nature is another fantastic way to reset your stress response. Just spending a few minutes outside, breathing fresh air, and taking in your surroundings can help. And let's not forget mindfulness practices like meditation or yoga. They don't have to be elaborate. Even 5 minutes of stillness a day can teach your nervous system how to calm down, which means less fatigue overall. One method that worked wonders for me was cold exposure. Like a cold shower or a dip in cold water. It's uncomfortable, but it trains your body to handle stress better. And once you get past the initial shock, it can be incredibly invigorating. It's also crucial to recognize that chronic fatigue isn't just a physical issue. It affects your relationships, your job, and your mental health. And because of that, I think we need to start talking about it more openly. No, it's not normal to feel exhausted all the time, and we should feel empowered to make changes that help. It's easy to think you're the only one struggling because, on social media, everyone else looks like they have endless energy. But that's not reality. Chronic fatigue affects so many people, and it's time we stopped just coping with it and started actually addressing it. If you're watching this and feeling overwhelmed, wondering where to even begin, just pick one thing. Maybe tonight you commit to turning off your phone half an hour before bed. Maybe tomorrow you choose a real nutrient-rich breakfast instead of a sugary one. Each small change adds up. Remember, your body wants to feel energized. It wants to feel good. Chronic fatigue is a sign that something is off, and it's your body's way of asking for help. The good news is that with some changes to your sleep, your diet, and your stress management, you can start to regain that lost energy. So here's my challenge for you. Start small and start today. You deserve to feel good. You deserve energy. Let's get there together. If this video resonated with you, make sure to hit the like button. Share it with someone you know who might need it. And subscribe for more on how to reclaim your health. And tell me in the comments, what's one small change you're willing to make today to tackle your fatigue? Let's keep this conversation going, because we're all in this together.